welcome to Make, Bake, Grow, the cooking show here at the Coquitlam Farmers Market. The Coquitlam Farmers Market has opened up and is in Coquitlam every Sunday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. here at Dogwood Pavilion. And with us today, we have local chef Fred Sufi of Pasta Polo. And Fred is going to do a cooking demonstration for us and talk to us about how you use local ingredients and the different kinds of ingredients you can find at the market and how to make some really tasty and delicious dishes.
Thank you, Tabitha, for inviting me, and I'm so excited to be in that beautiful market because so much you don't know which one to choose for cooking.
Wow.
You've got lots of choices here, and I'm so glad to see this market is growing, and we are using local produce and protein to create a great food for us and our family, which is so important in these days, to find out where your food, source of your food, and support your local farmers. What better than that? So I'm going to choose some of the produce and protein from the market. I cannot do all the cooking, but some of them, and show how can you create a beautiful, nutritious food, very reasonable price. You know, we should not think things are very expensive in farmers market. First of all, you don't need as much because they have so taste and they are so aroma, and so you don't need too much to use. And they are very nutritious. So I'm going to show you how you can create a great food with the pasta. I'm going to use the pasta because I do organic pasta. At Pasta Polo, we make organic pasta from scratch. So I'm going to use the pasta and create a good dish from whatever else is available in the market. Thank you.
That's great, Fred, and I think that's a really good point. You know, a lot of the stuff that you can find at the farmers market isn't overly expensive, and
Exactly.
it is quite comparable to what you would find in the stores. And one of the things that we always try to stress as well is that it's fresher.
Most of the produce when you find in supermarket are brought from long ways, and when they do that, it stays in the truck for a month, so they cannot pick up when it's ripe and ready to use. They pick it up when it's raw, so it grows instead of sun helps to grow that, let's say, tomato, it will grow in the truck, you know, so it's much different than the local produce. So these are really good, and I hope people use most this farmers market, and you should be here more than just one day a week.
I agree.
I see the day which every day people demand to have farmers market.
Yeah, and I think it's coming. It's definitely coming.
So.
And you
Yeah,
look at the growth of farmers markets in the region,
I'm sure,
and how we're having them on
people
more days of the week.
People are understanding better, and people are understanding how we have to preserve our farmland and grow and use the food as the greatest thing we have in the planet.
Well, we have to be able to feed ourselves, and if we don't protect our ALR, then we're going to have a hard time doing that.
That's true.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about the products that you found today and what you're going to be cooking with?
I went to the market and I found beautiful peppers grown locally, and I used 3-color pepper. And what made me surprised, I never thought we will have asparagus this season, locally grown asparagus, and we have a beautiful asparagus. So I mean, I just anyway. I didn't know. I knew we have everything else, but I didn't know asparagus.
So you learned something new today.
We learned something. And beautiful tomatoes, which we always
Those
have.
Those are beautiful Campari tomatoes.
And the beautiful mushroom.
Those are lovely. Portobellos?
Mushroom, yeah, portobello. And then a local herb, basil and oregano. And then we use some fresh garlic. Usually you see the garlic in a different form. You see the garlic as cloves. But these are fresh garlic and so tasty, and it's beautiful. By itself can be a meal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it just a garlic, but
are these the garlic scapes?
These are garlic skin.
Yeah.
You know, you can use even this part. You can use all of this garlic. Yeah. And it's beautiful.
They're a misunderstood vegetable.
Oh yeah, and it's beautiful zucchini.
That's lovely.
It's just like a local grown, and obviously you got so much of the protein here, but I chose tuna loin, which is so good.
Yeah, and the seafood that you would find here is all caught off the shores on the coast of BC.
Yes, and I mean, they had different choices. I could use shrimp and others, but I can't cook everything. And now we got the local chicken from chicken.
Yes,
farmer.
Rockwell Farms is going to
bringing
supply
chicken.
us
Yeah,
with
they
some
have a
chicken.
beautiful chicken, which is that tasty too. And then we have a beautiful beef here.
Yes.
And so many other stuff, you know, just so much.
There's
You
a lot
can-
of selection. You can find all your proteins
so
here.
much. I can come here every day and choose different dish and create different food, you know. And I'm sure it is so simple, so you can do it at home,
Yes.
very simply. I'll show you how can simply in matter of less than half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, from scratch to create a very nutritious food.
Wonderful.
And that is really can't be easier than that. So we've got 3-color pepper. I'm using some of the each pepper. Oh, it's so beautiful. And you can see the freshness, you know, it's so tender, you know, you can see it's just much different than what you pick up in supermarket from the stuff we brought from US. You know, this is like local, and you can see the freshness, you can feel it. And you feel the freshness, you really enjoy cooking. Because it's fresh stuff you really enjoy, you know. And anyway, I enjoy it when I see things that are so fresh. And surprisingly, you see so much stuff here in the market. As I said, I can create a lot of dishes from whatever is available here. So these are our 3 pepper. And now I'm going to fry some of the mushroom. And then some of the asparagus. As you know, the bottom part of asparagus is a little tough, so you don't want to use it. So you can use right on a tip of asparagus. And then you get to this, you can see it's a little tough, so you don't want to use it. It's so good. Really good. And then our fresh zucchini. It's so baby zucchini, it's so tender and so good. And then beautiful garlic. This is fresh garlic. Again, you can use the green part of garlic too, but not for dish to make it too strong. So, but you can keep it and use it for other stuff. That's really good. Excellent. Now we are prepared it and going to start cooking.
Excellent.
To create that new beautiful sauce for the pasta.
Perfect. So while you start cooking, I'm going to call one of the farmers on, and I'm going to talk to her about what local food does and how it supports the community.
Yeah, I
Great.
appreciate their work. Thank you.
Great. So we're here today here at the Farmers Market. This is Lindsay Forstbauer from Forstbauer Organic Farm. And so we're part of the cooking show here today, and we've gone around and collected some of the vegetables, and I think some of it might have come from your farm.
Yes, I think you took kale from our farm, or maybe zucchini.
Oh, the
I'm not
zucchini.
exactly- Okay. Yeah,
perfect.
The zucchini.
So maybe you could tell us a little bit about farming and what it's like to be a farmer here, kind of the importance of farming, and what it does for the community.
Okay, well, obviously we all need to eat, and we are lucky to live in a place where we can grow nearly everything we need to survive. So in the Fraser Valley, in the Lower Mainland, we can grow a wide variety. As you can see, peppers, tomatoes, zucchini, all meat, lots of dairy, of course. And so it's good to support the local farmers because we're so blessed to live in this area. I think that we should do everything we can to sustain the farming and to use what we have to the best of our abilities.
And it might mean that people start eating a little more seasonally, right? Because there are some
Right,
things that you
yes.
can't get all year round.
Right.
But it might mean trying a little bit of different foods or sort of
Yes.
changing your diet a little bit just so
Yeah.
that you can catch what's in season at the best of the time.
Right. Yeah, so for example, we do a lot with greenhouses and cold frames. So we have zucchini starting right now, just barely starting with strawberries, but we don't have any carrots right now. So you could go to the store and buy California carrots, or you could wait a couple weeks and make do with something that has possibly been grown here but stored over the winter, like sweet potatoes or yams or beets, and then wait and get the carrots when they're at their freshest and sweetest.
Excellent. And so Horsepower Family Farm is in Chilliwack.
Yes.
And you grow how many different varieties of vegetables?
Oh, a lot. I would have to count on my fingers. I can think of at least 10, probably 15 vegetables, and then we also have fruits like blueberries and strawberries.
And you do cattle, beef
Yes,
as well?
beef and eggs.
And eggs,
Yes.
yes. And how long have you guys been farming?
My mother and father-in-law started farming about 35 years ago. Personally, I've been on the farm for about 10 or 11 years.
And you bring your husband Nicholas,
Yes.
and you are
Yes.
6
Right.
beautiful
6
children. Good,
Yes.
I wanted to make sure I got the number right.
Yes.
But 6 gorgeous children come to market each week
They do.
and help
Yeah,
you.
yes.
But that's a huge benefit too, because now the
Right.
kids are learning as well about
Right.
where their food comes from and how they grow it,
Yep.
and they're able to talk to people as well.
Right, yes, and we can all be together as a family and be really cohesive. They're learning to value buying artisan soaps, buying something that is handmade like an apron, art that's made at the local community. They're valuing all of that by being here in this environment.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming out
Thank
today.
you.
Appreciate your time.
Now our sauce is ready, and see how quick it. I don't think it takes more than 10 minutes. Even. Prep, and you got really healthy food. I'm going to cook the tuna at the end because you don't need much to cook. Just a few minutes, it's done, and we will have a great food. So all I'm going to do is sea salt. Add some sea salt.
That looks delicious. And it
then
smells
some
amazing.
fresh pepper.
Oh, that looks great.
And then use my basil, fresh basil, and fresh oregano. Oh, it's so good when you see all these fresh herbs and lots of flavor. Just so good, really good. And you can smell it.
It smells amazing.
The aroma is so good.
Yeah.
And this is because of the freshness of all these produce.
And the color is so bright.
Oh yeah, I mean, good. And
Delicious.
now I'm going to use some grapeseed oil. That's a really good oil. Really healthy. That's what I use. And then I will get the loin of the tuna with my knife. This is the knife.
So this loin of tuna that you got,
Mhm.
you got from one of the vendors here at the
Oh
market.
yes, we got it from
Wild West Coast Seafoods.
Wild West Coast
Wild
Seafood.
West Coast Seafoods. And Ron comes with a whole variety of.
I don't know if the owner is a wild too, but I know the tuna
I
is
know
wild.
Ron. Ron's pretty wild
Ron is
himself.
wild too. Oh
We're
my
gonna
God.
actually
Then
get him on here in
I
a
don't
few
have
minutes
to,
and
yeah.
talk to him.
So you don't need much of the.
That cooks really
Yeah,
fast.
it's cooked really fast and. Oh yeah, so beautiful. You can see the freshness, goodness. Now, I'll get the pasta.
So this is organic pasta that you
This
made
is the
at
organic
your...
pasta which I make it at Pasta Polo every day, and we use it at a restaurant, but I brought some here to be used here. And this is the boiling water just to heat it. It's pre-cooked. That's it. And my tongue here. There we go. Beautiful. little sea salt and the fresh pepper. Oh, so good. So the pasta is ready too. I strain the pasta. Put it in a thing. There we go. Beautiful. So good. All ready.
Wow,
Oh, our
that
tuna
looks
is almost
amazing.
ready. Yeah, so you don't want to overcook tuna.
Yeah.
Then we will dish it up.
That looks delicious.
Two. There we go.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
We're here at Make, Bake, Grow, the cooking show here at the Coquitlam Farmers Market. And with me today is Ron Gorman from Wild West Coast Seafoods. Ron's going to talk to us a little bit about sustainable fishing and the different kinds of seafoods that he brings here to the market. So Ron, can you tell us a little bit about where your company started and maybe how come, what importance sustainable fishing has to you in your business?
Excellent, of course. Well, my dad, Ron Gorman Sr., was a trawl fisherman of the West Coast for over 40 years. And those of you who know trawl fishing, it's the nets being dragged along the bottom of the ocean. There's been a lot of flack about that industry as affecting certain environments within the bottom of the seabed. And so what the Groundfish Association, there's an association that started in 1994 called the Canadian Groundfish Research and Conservation Society. And that was fishermen that said, we want to do something within our own industry to improve the sustainability measures. Are they entirely there 100% yet? No, but they're a very strong work in progress. Having a dad as a fisherman, he was away a lot of the time. And starting up this business was the most time we spent together before he passed away a year and a half ago. So I really had a chance to see the pride and the commitment to, in his own industry, bringing in fresh, well taken care of fish. And that was an internal commitment that he had to his own business and way of life. And so our business became a chance to brag about Dad and what he did well when he wasn't giving the fisheries office grief and shouting at the top of his lungs. I could be the person to talk to folks and go, here's what I know is really great about what's going on in BC.
That's great, and I had the opportunity to meet your dad a few times, and I know he was a wonderful, wonderful man.
Thank you.
And it's great to have you guys here as part of the market. So maybe what are the different kinds of fish that you bring here to the Coquitlam market?
Sure. So Dad was a ground fisherman, which meant that traditionally cods, soles, rockfish, those are the types of fish that he would catch. And so we've got some fantastic family-friendly pricing for product. As well, we connect with local BC fishermen for something like line-caught BC albacore tuna, which Bruce Devereaux of Estevan Tuna, he's in the Vancouver market only now. And so I became a fan of his, loving his tuna. And as I got to know more about it, Wild BC albacore tuna, actually from the BC government, who puts out a HealthLink webpage, has listed albacore tuna as an eat freely, even for pregnant nursing mothers. And I would always get frustrated going, why isn't that such a big news story? That's huge information in related to tuna, which typically is don't touch tuna if you're pregnant, don't touch too much tuna because of the toxins. But BC albacore tuna is not only sustainably managed, but it is also really, really healthy. So that became an easy point for me to say, Bruce, let me brag about your tuna to all the wonderful people in the suburb farmers markets.
Well, that's great. And we definitely appreciate you and all the product that you bring to the market and bringing it out here so that all of us can still eat local and we can get all kinds of protein here at the market. Not only fish, but also chicken and beef, and then all the local vegetables that are produced here in the BC region.
Now you can do that with the different protein. Chicken, beef, other seafood. So base is there. So I believe there's some chicken coming. Oh well, hello.
Hi there.
Oh, beautiful chicken. What is a breast of chicken?
Yeah, we have whole, boneless, skinless chicken breasts.
Oh, excellent. But you have other cut too, right?
We
Whole
have
chicken,
we have every cut that you can think of,
like
even ones
leg,
that you haven't thought of yet.
thighs. Oh,
Oh.
what is that?
Boneless, skinless thighs,
Everything.
drumstick thigh attached.
Good.
Everything.
Beautiful. No, I can see that. And it's all local, hormone-free.
Yeah. Well, so what we do is we give our birds fully certified organic feed. So everything going into it's from certified organic farms. There's no GMOs in any of our feed.
Excellent.
We don't give our birds any antibiotics,
Oh, wow.
no medication, no vaccines, and no coxostats.
Wow. And you come to farmers market every week? Every Sunday you are here?
We come every Sunday,
Excellent.
and we're even SPCA certified, which means we go by their guidelines on how to raise the birds.
Oh, great.
So they're very well taken
Do
care
the
of.
people have to pre-order or no? You always have?
We have
most of the
everything
thing?
in display freezers, so you can
Okay.
just come pick it out, and it's individually packaged like this. And
Oh,
we
wow.
have everything that you can think of.
Look at, and the prices are very reasonable. So great, and I'm going to do now a cooking with your chicken breast, and it won't take long at all. Let's say I can do that, so because my pasta is ready,
Yeah.
we took it the pasta, and we use this pasta with the loin of the tuna, and I'm
Yes.
going to use the same pasta with the chicken, very simply.
Sounds
and you can
good.
use that pasta, base of the pasta, with the shrimp, with the beef, with anything you want. And it's not going to take a long time. So I'm going to use the chicken now. So for doing this, I will first take it out of the bag. And here. Oh wow, very nice. Then I'm going to cut it gently. Then pepper, a little salt, sea salt, then beautiful. Very good. Great, great meat. So good. Looks really good. You sell it in form of frozen, right? And then
At the farmers markets, all of our chicken has to be frozen.
frozen?
We do
Okay.
have a farm store in Abbotsford where we sell fresh
Oh wow.
all week. Every Friday we get fresh birds in,
So good.
and people come out from Vancouver even just to come get our fresh chicken.
Excellent. Look at this. See, it cooked already done. Don't need much to do. There we go. Here.
So I've eaten our chicken for the last 15 years, every single day I would say pretty much. And
You have done that?
And I've never,
Good.
I never
Look
get
at-
sick of it.
No, and look at your face too. You got in excellent shape. So that means so healthy and good. Excellent. So now I put the pasta here. Dump the chicken inside the pasta. Then start tossing this. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful dish. Thank you for beautiful chicken. I can see it's just so good. Thank you everyone for coming and watching our fresh cooking show. I hope you enjoyed it. We created a beautiful pasta dish from produce from a market, protein from a market. So you can find everything here. And as you saw, it did not take long to do that cooking. And you know, you can feel the freshness of all these produce I picked up for cooking, from herbs and vegetables and tuna and chicken. So I hope you enjoyed it. And this farmers market is open every Sunday, and you have to come early to do your pick and do a good shopping, and then go home and do a good family cooking. This has to come back to our community. Gathering family, farmers market, cooking, loving each other, and that is going to happen.
Thank you very much for joining us here today on Make, Bake, Grow, the cooking show. We're here at the Coquitlam Farmers Market, and the market runs every Sunday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the parking lot of Dogwood Pavilion in Coquitlam.
So I'm just gonna sit at the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Just sitting here resting my bones, but this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I rode just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time.